Denis Diderot is a French philosopher and man of letters, the chief editor of the Encyclopédie, or Encyclopedia, one of the principal literary monuments of the Age of Enlightenment. The work took 26 years of Diderot's life. In 17 volumes of text and 11 illustrations, it presented the achievements of human learning in a single work. He was born at Langres, the son of a successful cutler. He was first educated by the Jesuits. In 1732, he attended the University of Paris and was awarded a Master's of Art degree. Diderot gained first notice in the 1740s as a translator of English books. However, in the beginning, Diderot's knowledge of the language was not the best possible. He used an English-Latin dictionary and translated Latin words into French. In 1745, Diderot became the editor of the Encyclopédie or Encyclopedia with mathematician Jean-Laurent de Lambert, who resigned later because, on the publication of the 7th volume, he receiving warning of trouble and after reading Rousseau's attack on his article Jump. Diderot held on and published the Encyclopédia's later volumes. Originally, the work was planned to be a translation of Ephraim Chambers' Scottish globe-maker 2-volume encyclopedia. Diderot enlarged its scope and made it an organ for radical and revolutionary opinions, which he managed to slip into seemingly minor articles. The encyclopedia was published between 1751 and 1772 in 17 volumes of text and 11 volumes of engravings. Many of the contributors were priests, but Diderot's companions in the enterprise were also Voltaire, Chevalier de Jaucourt, a tireless researcher, and Marmontel. His massive set of volumes at the time of publication were sold by subscription to not only wealthy individuals, but they were also bought by small private libraries that gave access to the public. The impact of the encyclopedia was widespread in France and Europe at large, for by 1789 more than 25,000 copies had been distributed. What Diderot accomplished was to create one of the most important books of the 18th century. For Diderot, along with his contributors, the common purpose of which was to further knowledge and, by so doing, strike a resounding blow against reactionary forces in church and state. How Diderot imagined this happening was by providing educational materials and technologies for what Proust broke down into 3 goals. First goal, to reach a large public. Second goal, to encourage research at all stages of production. And last, to publish all the secrets of manufacturing. While editing the encyclopedia, Diderot composed most of his own important works as well, among them Letter on the Deaf and Dumb, 1751, which studies the function of language and deals with points of aesthetics. In 1749, Diderot published An Essay on Blindness, remarkable for its proposal to teach the blind to read through the sense of touch. In 1754, he published Thoughts on the Interpretation of Nature, an influential short treatise on the new experimental methods in science. The Nun was written 1760 and published 1796, and Dialogue, Ramius Nephew, 1761, which he revised several times. Diderot's moral plays, The Illegitimate Son, 1757, and The Father of the Families, 1758, gained immediate success. He had called for a new kind of expression on the stage, more natural portrayal of life. From 1759, he contributed notes on the Biennial Salon to the collection of his friend Frederick Grimm. He also wrote Supplement to Bougainville's Voyage in 1796, in which he indicted slavery and colonialism. In 1765, Diderot sold his library to Catherine II of Russia to increase her daughter's dowry. During 1773 and 1774, Diderot made a long and difficult journey to St. Petersburg to see Catherine personally. The hardships of the journey weakened his wealth, which was never robust. Before leaving for Russia, he started to write Jacques le Fataliste Salmata, 1771 to 1773. It's about humorous, free-wheeling story of fate and individual choice. Denis Diderot died of emphysema in Paris in 1784. His last words were, "The first step toward philosophy is incredulity." His later reputation was shadowed by the brilliance of his 2 contemporaries, Voltaire and Rousseau. He continued to be a source of inspiration for the French Revolution, as Saint-Beuve remarked, the first great writer who belonged wholly and undividedly to modern democratic society.
The night is like a lovely tune. Beware, my foolish heart.